I'm Lara Bonatesta, and coming up on WVU News, I'll take you to the area courtroom where instead of prison sentences, people are getting second chances. I'm Lara Bonatesta, and straight ahead, I'll bring you to the Candlelight Vigil, where students and Morgantown residents are remembering the victims of two massive earthquakes that hit Turkey and Syria last month. With a near $500,000 grant, WVU researchers are looking for new ways to make STEM more inclusive. I'm Lara Bonatesta, and I'll bring you that story straight ahead. Our Emmy Award-winning WVU News starts now. Graduates of these programs can work as biomedical engineers, web developers, or even lab technicians who work in environments like this. More than 25 people have graduated from Judge Alloy's program, and for some, it's marked the beginning of both long-term recovery and the chance to give back to their community. Billions of dollars have been donated, and here, the Turkish Student Association is doing what they can to add to that total. The crippling price of insulin causes 1 in 4 patients to try to ration or skip doses, and experts say that can be deadly. For Leah Thomas, the thought of insulin never goes away.
I always have to think about it before every meal, when I exercise, whenever I get out of class.
Since being diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at age 18, she's had to establish new habits and continuously learn about her body's changing needs. And like Thomas, 8 million Americans with diabetes depend on insulin to survive. According to the American Diabetes Association, people with type 1 diabetes need on average 2 to 3 vials per month. And for the uninsured and people with poor coverage, a month's worth of insulin costs around $1,000. The crippling price of insulin causes 1 in 4 patients to try to ration or skip doses. And experts say that can be deadly. But now, barriers are finally being broken with the passage of the Inflation Reduction Act. The new law caps the price of insulin at $35 per month for seniors on Medicare. And Eli Lilly, one of the United States' only 3 insulin providers, has already matched that price for all of their insulin products. That's a 70% price cut for their millions of customers. Dr. Jennifer Giordano from WVU Medicine hopes these changes will bring relief nationwide.
People should not have to worry about paying their mortgage or paying for food and neglecting their health. So I truly hope that this sets a precedent and that drug companies lower their prices for insulin and other life-saving drugs as well.
For Thomas and the 34 million other Americans with diabetes, this means there's hope. When Cassandra Rickman first came to the Federal Drug Court program in 2017, she never thought she'd find long-term recovery. At the time, she was struggling with severed relationships, mental health, self-worth, and a substance use disorder. But now upon her graduation, she is celebrating her accomplishments, which include reconnecting with family, obtaining joint custody of her children, and living 29 months in recovery.
It takes people time to get better. And nothing that I have accomplished in the past year and a half, 2 years, would not have been possible if somebody would not have given me another chance. So, and I just want people to remember that. People are going to mess up. People are going to get sick. They're going to make mistakes, but that doesn't mean it's over for them.
The community-based team helps participants meet basic needs, get treatment, and address underlying factors that may lead to substance use. And people who complete the program can receive shorter sentences, reduced charges, or dismissal of their indictment, which federal judge Michael Alloy says gives people like Rickman both hope and second chances.
And it's an interaction to change someone's life for the better. And when you do that, and they go out and they become good citizens and good mothers and good daughters and good granddaughters, and then do the work that she does, the recovery work, and the lives that she affects, I mean, what is a greater result than that?
More than 25 people have graduated from Judge Alloy's program, and for some, it's marked the beginning of both long-term recovery and the chance to give back to their community. That's the case for Rickman, who now works as a peer recovery coach with WVU Medicine's Healthy Minds.
It changes people's lives, and the community needs sick people to get better instead of punishing sick people, and sending them to prison. These people can recover and they can become contributing members of society, and they can help someone else get better.
And in the future, Rickman plans to purchase a home, spend more time with her family, and continue to work on her recovery. More than a dozen people gathered on WVU's campus this month for a candlelight vigil honoring the victims of two catastrophic earthquakes that hit Turkey and Syria on February 6th. The earthquakes left more than 56,000 people dead and more than 25,000 with non-fatal injuries. Mustafa Cansunar is the president of the Turkish Student Association. He says he organized the vigil to represent those who lost their lives and to give his community a place to remember.
We are like international people, and we exist in this campus, and just we want to create a vibrant environment and make them not forgettable in these kind of natural disasters.
At the vigil, students, faculty, and Morgantown residents joined together to light candles, show their support, and raise awareness from far away.
There are a lot of people who lost their family members, their daughters, their sons, their grandfathers, their teachers, their friends, their neighbors. There is a psychological impact on that, on people who live there. Not to even mention their basic needs still need to be met.
Around the world, people are looking for ways to help. Billions of dollars have been donated, and here, the Turkish Student Association is doing what they can to add to that total. Since February, the association has raised and donated almost $3,000 to relief groups. These donations will go toward food, water, shelter, and medical aid for the 14 million people who are still in immediate need. The Northern District of West Virginia's Federal Drug Court program is the first of its kind in the state. There, a community of people help those convicted of nonviolent drug offenses access the treatment they need, find employment, and even secure housing. 1 in 10 Americans have diabetes, or 34 million people. Of them, more than 8 million depend on insulin to lead normal, everyday lives. For years, the price of the medication has been a huge barrier. But now, a new law is capping the cost of insulin, making it more affordable and easier to access. The earthquakes that hit southern Turkey and Syria on February 6th had magnitudes of 7.8 and 7.5, leaving widespread damage across both countries. Aside from the lives lost, damages are estimated at more than $100 billion. And here at WVU, the Turkish Students Association is raising money to help from thousands of miles away. Recovery from addiction is possible. There are more than 25 million people in the U.S. in long-term recovery today. If you or someone you know is looking for treatment, call the free and confidential treatment referral hotline or visit the link at the bottom of your screen.